I'm Joe Catalano with an AM Quincy news update for Friday, May 30th. A Quincy man who allegedly admitted to helping a suspected killer wanted in connection with a Brockton double homicide evade capture was ordered held without bail yesterday. 32-year-old David Mosley Lott appeared in Brockton District Court for a dangerousness hearing just days after he was arraigned on charges of accessory after the fact and intimidation of a witness for his alleged effort to help DaVinci Leonard avoid arrest. A plea of not guilty has been entered on Mosley Lott's behalf. Officers responding to a report of a shooting outside of the Chipotle restaurant at the Westgate Mall in Brockton on the evening of March 22nd found two victims, 18-year-old Savannah Alvarez and 15-year-old Tamari Albertson, suffering from gunshot wounds. They both died from their injuries. Brockton and State Police identified 22-year-old DaVinci Leonard as the shooter following a preliminary investigation. As the search for Leonard ramped up, investigators say they learned that Mosley Lott had been in contact with the suspected shooter in the days after that incident. During an interview at his Quincy home on March 28th, Mosley Lott allegedly told investigators Leonard had slept at his home on March 25th after he picked him up in Boston. Investigators also allege that Leonard and Mosley Lott instructed a woman with whom they were with to dispose of her cell phone after law enforcement tried to contact her. Another suspect, 24-year-old Jalen Speed of Dorchester, was also arraigned last week on a charge of accessory after the fact for his alleged efforts to aid Leonard escape justice. Mosley Lott is due back in court for a pre-trial hearing on June 20th. A huge crane tipped over in Weymouth yesterday, leaving a huge mess people were trying to clean up. According to police, the crane fell over in the parking lot by Legion Memorial Park, right over by the tennis courts. Police said that the operator had pulled into the parking lot to fix something on the crane when he forgot to set one of the stabilizers down before swinging the crane to the side, causing it to tip over. Police say there is significant damage to the sidewalk and some minor damage to a fence. Weymouth Fire was also on scene and have called in OSHA. There were no injuries reported. Former Quincy property owner is suing the city, claiming that it underpaid for property that it took by eminent domain. The former owners of 1620 Hancock Street say the $2.2 million the city paid them for the property in 2022 was below the fair market value. The building had been boarded up after a fire in the 1990s and sat vacant since then. The city took the 11,000 square foot property by eminent domain and recently demolished the building. Mayor Thomas Koch hopes to sell the lot to a developer. The mayor will ask the city council this coming Monday night to approve a land disposition agreement to sell that property. Quincy Police Department is congratulating one of their own on his retirement after 32 years of service. Captain Daniel Garente of Quincy joined the department in 1993 after attending Foxborough Police Academy. Garente was promoted to sergeant in 2007 and lieutenant in 2017. Garente served as a commander, detective, and executive officer. He was promoted to captain in 2022 and commander of patrol operations. Garente was born and raised in Quincy, graduated Don Bosco High School, and enlisted in the U.S. Marine Corps. Chief Mark Kennedy says Garente was respected by officers and staff and stood out as a great police officer. Officer William Ward was promoted to captain to succeed Garente. 7 new patrol officers were sworn in yesterday in Quincy. What started out as a vision for Quincy high school students inside the classroom has now come to life. Students got to build a tiny home, and the years-long project is a full-circle moment for educators and alumni. Project was first spearheaded by the Builders and Remodelers Association in conjunction with the Quincy Chamber of Commerce, and later became a collaborative effort between students at Quincy High School. Local businesses even stepped in to donate materials and offer mentorship. guidance from instructors like Robert Burke and local businesses who help mentor and donated materials to the school's carpentry program turned the vision into a tiny home. NeighborWorks Housing Solutions of Quincy anticipates purchasing the tiny home on wheels. The nonprofit says that they are close to 1,000 units on the South Shore, and although there is no set in-stone plan right now, they think that the tiny home is a good resource for affordable housing and emergency services. Household Hazardous Waste Collection Day will be held Saturday from 8 a.m. to 12 p.m. at the Quincy DPW on C Street. Quincy residents may dispose of household hazardous waste for free. Bay State Shredding will also be on site to shred sensitive documents. A mass driver's license with a Quincy address is required. South Shore Bank clients may also participate in the shredding service with a debit ATM card or a bank statement. The 8th annual Point Webster Clifford Marshall Family Fun Run and Wellness Expo will be held Saturday from 9 a.m. to 11:30 a.m., beginning at Point Webster School and ending at Clifford Marshall. After the 1.5-mile run or walk, participants will enjoy games, music, dancing, vendor tables, raffle prizes, and free refreshments. The Quincy Art Association will present renowned local oil painter, QAA member, and Mass Art faculty member Vincent Crotty this Sunday from 2 to 4 p.m. on Wollaston Beach. Crotty will be one of 6 plein air painters providing demonstrations on the beach between the Wollaston and Squantum Yacht Clubs this year. The interactive demonstrations are free and open to all. Free buses will replace MBTA Red Line trains between Braintree and JFKU Mass Saturday and Sunday for signal upgrade work. Riders may also use the commuter rail, fare free between Braintree, Quincy Center, JFKU Mass, and South Station. Check of business news this morning. Stocks are higher. The Dow is up 117 points. The Nasdaq rose 74, and the S&P added 23. Asian stocks mostly lower as uncertainty grew about what will happen next after a U.S. court blocked many of President Trump's sweeping tariffs. The dollar's down, the euro was lower, and oil at $60 a barrel. Sports: Red Sox are in Atlanta tonight at 7:15. The National Weather Service forecast for today: some scattered showers and mild, high of 76. For tonight, cloudy, low 56. Tomorrow, scattered showers, mainly in the morning, maybe some clearing later, high 70. Sunday, partly cloudy and high of 67. Monday, partly cloudy, high 72. Out on the water, waves 1 to 2 feet, southwest winds 5 to 10 knots, at a high tide 2:54 p.m. Sunrise 5:10, sets at 8:12. I'm Joe Catalano with an AM Quincy news update for Friday, May 30th.